Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we peel back the layers of corporate speak and financial jargon to get to the real story behind the numbers. Today we're diving into a filing from Intapp, Incorporated. Sometimes you get a peek behind the curtain at what a company's shareholders are voting on and what the top brass has been up to. Before we dive in, if you like getting these direct insights from corporate filings, make sure you are subscribed and hit that notification bell. Also, we have a Discord community where we talk all things finance and corporate strategy, link in the description below. So what exactly is this document, a Form 8K? It is often called a current report. It is basically the company saying, hey, something important just happened, and the public needs to know right away. Think of it as a timely update on significant events that could move the stock price or impact investors. This particular 8K is all about what happened at Intapp's 2025 annual meeting of stockholders. The company itself, Intapp Incorporated, is a big player in the professional services software space. They provide technology solutions to help firms manage their businesses better, from client engagement to financial management. Their stock trades under the ticker symbol INTAR on the Nasdaq Global Select Market. Now let's get to the meat of it, the votes at the annual meeting. Typically at these meetings, shareholders get to vote on important matters like electing directors and approving key corporate actions. For Intapp's 2025 meeting held on the 18th of November, over 72 million shares were represented, which is a solid turnout, meaning most of the voting power was present. First up was the election of Class 2 directors. These are the folks who sit on the board and oversee the company's strategy and management. Shareholders voted on Beverly Allen, Nancy Harris, and Marie Wieck. Beverly Allen received a substantial number of 4 votes with over 57 million shares backing her director seat. This indicates strong shareholder confidence from her supporters. Nancy Harris also saw significant support with more than 67 million for votes a clear endorsement. Marie Wieck received over 46 million for votes. While this is a smaller number compared to the others, it still surpassed the number of withheld votes, showing she still garnered sufficient backing to be elected. Importantly, all 3 were elected, each serving until the 2028 annual meeting. This means the board felt they had the right leadership in place to guide Intapp. Next up was a vote to ratify the appointment of Deloitte and Touch LLP as the company's independent registered public accounting firm for the upcoming fiscal year. This is a pretty standard procedure. Companies need an external auditor to check their financial books and make sure everything is above board and that the financial statements are accurate. The results here were overwhelmingly positive, with nearly 72 million shares voting for the appointment. This is a massive win for Deloitte and Touch and signifies that shareholders trust their auditing capabilities to ensure Intapp's financial reporting integrity. There were very few against votes and almost no abstentions, which means this was a clear yes from the shareholders. Finally, we come to the say on pay vote. This is where shareholders weigh in on how much the top executives are being paid. It is an advisory vote, meaning the company doesn't have to follow it, but it is a strong signal of shareholder sentiment. Here, over 66 million shares voted for approving the executive compensation package. While this is a majority vote, the more than 4.3 million against votes and over 33,000 abstentions are worth noting. It suggests that a portion of the shareholders, a significant portion in fact, might feel the compensation for the named executive officers could be higher or lower depending on performance and other factors. This report is signed by Stephen Todd as General Counsel and Secretary. This indicates the official stamp of approval from the company's legal department, confirming the accuracy of the information presented in this filing. This is a standard procedure for formal corporate disclosures. Now, looking at this filing more broadly, Intapp's annual meeting seems to have gone quite smoothly, with key proposals receiving strong shareholder backing. The election of directors and the ratification of their auditor were clear wins. The say on pay vote, though approved, shows a slight division among shareholders, indicating a desire for continued scrutiny on executive compensation. This is a healthy sign of corporate governance where shareholder voices are heard even on sensitive topics like pay. The overall direction for Intapp seems to be one of stability and shareholder trust in its leadership and financial oversight. The company is clearly focused on maintaining strong relationships with its shareholders and ensuring transparency. The voting results suggest that management is aligned with the majority of its owners on strategic direction and in having credible financial guardians. What is notable here is the high level of shareholder engagement shown by the percentage of shares represented at the meeting. This often correlates with a healthier investor relations environment. While the say on pay vote had some dissent, this is common and many companies receive mixed signals on this proposal. The key takeaway is that Intapp is conducting its shareholder meetings with significant participation and adherence to established corporate governance practices. So what is the verdict? Intapp seems to be on solid ground. They have a board that shareholders generally trust, an auditor that passes muster, and while executive compensation is always a point of discussion, the overall sentiment is positive. The company is effectively managing its shareholder relations and maintaining transparency, which are crucial for long-term investor confidence. Alright, that is our breakdown of Intapp's latest filing. What is your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Do you think the executive compensation is fair or too high or too low? Drop your thoughts in the comments if this analysis was valuable. Hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives into corporate filings. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description to join the conversation and for exclusive content. Thanks for watching, see you next time.